time and money. Logics offers a unique solution. Eco-friendly paperless business cards that are easy to update and share. With our QR code, you can share your card with anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's the easiest way to share your details. Interested in getting one? Click on Get Offer and get your own digital business card today.
Welcome to the digital age, where having a website is essential for any business. But with so many devices and screen sizes, how can you ensure your website looks great on every device? Introducing Responsive Website Design. Upgrade to responsive website design today, and give your customers the best online experience possible. With responsive design, your website automatically adjusts to the screen size of the device it's being viewed on. No more zooming in and out, or scrolling left and right. Your website will always look great, no matter the device. Get a free consultation. Contact us today at Mainstream Digicom.
How do you get to that place of happiness with self? Like, what are the activities that you do on a regular basis that help you to come into that state of being?
Well, for starters, I actually go and look at the blessings in my life. I think when I wake up, I thank the Lord for allowing me to see another day.
Yeah.
And then I began to look at, I have a vision board.
Yes.
And on my vision board, I look at the things that I believe in my heart will come to me. And so when I focus on those things, I focus on the good.
Yeah.
I also look at the things that in my life, like my children. I look at the environment that I'm in. I even go back and I think about the difficulties that my parents went through. They were sharecroppers. And I become thankful for the life that I have now.
Right.
And so it's all about focusing,
Yes.
shifting my mind from things that I don't want to things that I already have.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we also print that, and that, and that?
Peace, I'm Farah Hamid Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. We're also known as the One Full Circle Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network, founded October 2011. I'm honored for this opportunity to introduce you all to the OFC. But more importantly, I'm excited for what this OFC BNI collaboration will economically do for your business, your family, and our community. The OFC is dedicated to bridging the gap between the French and the English-speaking melanated community, and to empowering the community by providing culturally adapted resources and support. But the power of the OFC is in our network. We serve a community of over 16,000 members. Our members consist of entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as individuals and families. All members are committed to supporting each other in order to create a solid economic foundation for ourselves and our future generations. Within the OFC, we understand that by supporting your business, your company will expand and will eventually create employment opportunities for our youth. Our model is simple. Members come to us for products and services, and we refer them to you. At the end of the day, we may have amazing products and services, but we need access to clients willing to spend money in our businesses in order for us to thrive. This collaboration is doing exactly that and more. Being accepted as a member of an OFC BNI chapter means that you will benefit from the powerful business-to-business networking and coaching from BNI, in addition to the constant flow of clients and support from the OFC. Like BNI says, we are stronger together. But don't take my word for it. Get involved and experience the benefits for yourself. If this opportunity is right for you, let me be the first to welcome you to the OFC community and to the BNI family. To get started with the OFC, simply sign up at ofccommunity.com. Our member success representatives are ready to be at your service. In the meantime, please remember to think of us first for all your community and business needs. Thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
There are some principles.
interplay with that
Oh,
vision.
where's this playing from?
So the thing that's in front of you right now.
Stop share here. Grand Rising, everybody. I'm Farah Hamid Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. As usual, I'm grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating another opportunity for us to be able to get together this morning. And I just ask that the time that we spend today, let it be very productive, efficient, and empowering for each and every business owner, guest, and individual who's on the line with us this morning, and for everybody who is joining us. So this is the OFC community and business team meeting. So as you guys heard, this came to being because of collaboration that we have with BNI, which is the largest business networking company on the planet. We found the need to create something similar for our members within the OFC community. To join BNI, you have to be what we call BNI ready, meaning you are a business in full swing and you're ready to scale. But in certain cases, you might not be BNI ready. Your business might be just in the stages of development. And so you're now getting things off the ground, so you need some help. This is what the OFC is here for. Or you might not be a business owner at all, and you want to network, you want to get together, you want to just see what's going on within the community. This is why we create this space. You could just be somebody who wants advice. You have a question, you're a single parent and you're trying to figure out how to do X, Y, or Z. We are here as a community to share tips, tricks, and advice to help to support each other as we grow within this community. So that is what we do. And it's a little bit different than BNI, but a similar model where we do get together early morning, we network, we promote each other, we support each other, and then we are blessed to have a featured guest at the end who will share a little bit more about their business and give us an opportunity to meet them as they meet us, and we understand a little bit more about their products and services. Nos meetings sont complètement bilingues. Fait que s'il vous plaît, gênez-vous pas de vous exprimer dans la langue de votre choix. Our meetings are completely bilingual, English and French, so please feel free to express yourself in the language of your choice. I have to specify English and French because, could be Spanish too. I don't want to discriminate, but right now it's English and French. Fait que c'est ça qu'on est rendu. Fait qu'encore, si nécessaire, on va traduire. So if necessary, we will translate, but definitely please feel comfortable to express yourself in the language of your choice. Also, if you can, we always ask and recommend that you turn on your cameras. We're a community. It is good to know who's within the community, who we're connecting with, who we're building with. And we are here to network. So once you have a moment, please remember to put your contact information in the chat. This is great for people to be able to connect with you after the fact. These sessions are also recorded. So and so that if anybody after the fact would like to check it out on YouTube, you can do so. So we strongly recommend that when you are introducing yourself, that you also say your contact information out loud so that whoever is watching after the fact will be able to follow up with you. So what to expect for today, as you guys just seen. One more housekeeping thing. Also, when we're doing our round table, we have about 60 to 90 seconds to introduce ourselves. When your time is up, I will start flaring my arms so your time has expired. Also, we want to remind you guys, simply introduce yourself, who you are, what you do. If you're an individual, you're just here as a guest, you're welcome, and we love to hear from you. Just un petit allô, bonjour, it's great. And or hello, bonjour. And remember to let us know what your needs are. Do you have any needs? Do you have any challenges? Or again, like I said, you could just be here just to listen. And we're glad to have you as well. You could also be a professional. I forgot to mention, you're just working a regular 9 to 5. It's not a regular 9 to 5. You're working your 9 to 5, and you just want to share what's going on within your company. There could be advantages for the community that you want us to know. Please feel free to let us know. All right. So what to expect? Bref, so as you guys seen, we listened where the day starts off with our audiobook club. We're currently listening to 490 by our very own Dr. Joan. We decided to go more that route, diverting a little bit from the business book that we're listening to, because it is important within the OFC that we build the community mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, shoot, as well as financially. So that's why we're taking this time to listen to Dr. Jones's book, because it does focus a lot on trauma healing. And this next couple of quarters for the OFC, we are focusing a lot on mental health. We're focusing a lot on trauma healing, because again, we want you all to experience your true selves, like live your best life experiences. And to be able to do that, it is important that we kind of go backwards a little bit, make sure that we're healed, make sure our foundations are good, so that we could move forward and continue to build. So that's what you heard this morning. Audiobook. We start with the audiobook club, then we go into our round table. The floor will open up. First, we'll call on our affiliates. So have any affiliates with us this morning? Actually, I have one. Yes, Dr. Williams. So we will have our affiliates introduce themselves. Affiliates are the business owners and partners of the OFC who are at the service of you all in terms of members of community. So we are really glad to have them as supporters of the community, and we're glad to support them. After that, we will go into just a regular round table where all the other business owners, individuals, and guests will have an opportunity to also just introduce themselves to the community. And then last but very far from least, we will have our brother Jean, who is our featured guest for this morning. He will introduce himself, his company, Marfil. Anyways, he'll introduce it and give you guys a little bit of history behind it. He owns a financing company. He is here to bless our community. He will introduce himself, let you guys know a little bit more about him, a little bit about his background, his passions, why he's doing what he's doing, and then just how he can help you guys financially. And then if you have any questions, it's a perfect opportunity to ask, to get to know him, and he will also take the opportunity to get to know you all. All right, so with no further ado, let's dive right in with our very own Dr. Dorothy Williams. Grand Rising, Dr. Williams.
Oh, first thing in the morning, Pharaoh.
I know.
Jeez.
And I'm up and about. I'm hype.
Oh, I see that. Woo. And okay. I ain't even ready to prep myself for what I'm going to say to everybody, but I will tell you, you triggered me this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You said, and you've said it before. So this is part of where we're at in this community about mental health. And it got me thinking when you said that about the number of people over the years that have told me that the history that I've helped to share helped to shape them. And it, for a lot of people that learn about their Black history in Canada, they feel much stronger. They walk taller. I've had somebody actually tell me that. I walk taller. I walk around and I feel like I belong here. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the goal of what these products that I'm putting together, what they're all about. That I want not just adults, because it's the adults that are telling me this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want that to start working in kids' heads much younger. I would like our children, our Black children in Canada, to see themselves as belonging here 5, 10, 15 years before adults make that, oh, eureka moment in their own head. Mm-hmm. So that is what Black Biblio is about. That's what the vision is about. That's what the goal is about, to help usher in to make an environment in the classroom so that the Black presence in this country becomes comfortable, ubiquitous, an environment that embraces our totality within Canada. So my company produces educational, pedagogical materials to make it an environment in the classroom so teachers can teach Black history. Whether or not it's mandatory, it's not mandatory in any province in this country, by the way, to teach Black history. So when a teacher makes a request or a school makes a request to buy a kit or 2 or 3, they're saying, we understand the importance of Black history and its effect And it's not just for Black students, but for all their students to understand the importance of Black history in the development, in the narrative of Canada, which has been totally ignored. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm putting my coordinates in the chat. I hope I didn't bore anybody. I wasn't ready, Farrell. But anyway, okay,
It's
so
that,
I'm
and
good.
you know what? I got so captivated what you're saying, I forgot the timer. So sorry, everybody. I'm sure Dr. Williams went over her minute. But it's actually, but I was also making notes in terms of what you're speaking, and just to call out our members here. Does everybody on this call who are already members of the OFC, do you all own at least a pack of Canadian Black History cards? And this is just to know, because it is something that we've been speaking about within the collective, that one, the Canadian Black History cards, yay, Carlene owns hers. Thank you, sister. Good. So then that means, okay, good. So Brother Fred, that means Brother Fred and Sister Janet, you guys are due to have a pack of Canadian Black History cards sent to you guys. And the thing is, the reason I'm speaking about them is because right now what we started doing, like we as the OFC, we distribute we sell and distribute Canadian Black History cards as well. We started opening up the packs and giving out single cards as like,
Oh yeah,
just to, as promotional material to let people know what
exactly.
these cards are about. And what I want to do, okay, so Jean, you're due for a pack as well. And guys, as I'm inserting, they're available in English and in French. Okay, so if you do not have one and you're interested, I'm making a note right now because I'm going to make it a point to have member services connect with you to send you guys each a pack. But it's something that, again, like as a collective, if you have a parent, if you are a parent, if you're an aunt, if you're an uncle, if you're a godparent, we have an ability to have an influence within the schools. Like Dr. William just mentioned, it's not mandatory for them to teach Black history. It is something that, but as a parent, we do have an influence. We do pay for our children to go to school. We do pay taxes. We do have a right to, let our voices be heard. Now, one of the things that we are doing, we have put it as a part of our petition that we do want a more culture appropriate material available to our children in school, in schools. Our petition's coming out in September, but before that, until then, I would like for you guys to have this in the back of your minds, that you have a voice. We could use our voice to support each other, and really, like, if you're not sure exactly how to do it, reach out to the OFC. We have a template letter that we've already drafted that we could just send to you. That you could send to your school, send to your teachers. The season is starting. Now is the time to start planting the season, letting the schools know that we're here and we want it to be heard. We want our children we want to be reflected in what our children are learning. All right. So and another quick promise I'm making to you, Dr. Williams, moving forward, when we send out the membership keychains, we'll put a Canadian Black History card in every pack, so people at least will get a sample card as they go out.
That's fabulous. That's fabulous. At least get the idea, the visibility of the product out there, visibility of the power of it, because I can assure you, for those of you who've never seen it, your first reaction is going to be, what the, oh, wow. and I tell people that and they're like, yeah, no big deal. And then I show them and they go, oh, wow.
Yeah. We have had great and it's really, like you said, it helps to build our self-esteem. It helps to build our self-worth.
It does.
To know as Canadians the contributions that we've made in terms of people of African descent, of the Black community across Canada. We have had huge contributions within Canada, and it's to be proud of. So, okay, all right, we taken 5 minutes to Dr. Williams, but it's okay because there's no other affiliates.
Yeah,
so
I didn't take it up. I didn't take it up, Brother Farrell. What's it me? I tried to keep within my minute and a half. I'm good.
Dr. Williams, I appreciate you.
All right.
Let's go on to the next. So I see Brother Fred and Sister Janet. Are you guys speaking about two different things this morning?
No, I'm not sure what Janet is going to be talking about, but
I'm happy to see you guys. I feel it's been a couple of weeks.
Yes. I totally forgot that it had started last week, so yes. That's why you didn't see me. So it's so nice to see everyone back. I hope you all had a wonderful summer so far. My name is Fred Cox, for those of you who don't know, who don't remember, co-owner of Liquid Green Products. We are the makers of a line of carcinogen-free 100% green cleaning products for cleaning your homes, your offices, bathing your pets, watering your plants, Anything that you are cleaning with now, we are urging our members to take a look at Liquid Green products. It will clean everything that you want to clean without leaving a toxic footprint. And you can find it at liquidgreenproducts.com. I've put it in the chat there. Also, we're also the host of the Liquid Green Health Show, right? Where we every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. we talk about things health related. As a matter of fact, coming up maybe in a week or two, we will have one of Montreal's own it's not a doctor, David Fraser. My understanding, he is the only Black psychotherapist, if not in Canada, but in Montreal for sure.
Really? David Archer?
Sorry, Archer, yes.
David, okay, I was like, David.
Sorry, yes.
Right, David Archer.
And I heard an interview with him, and I was overwhelmed with his expertise and knowledge. And we invited him on the show, so look out for that coming up shortly.
Amazing. David Archer is a great brother. It's awesome. Yeah. Thank you, guys. And anybody else who works in the health field, I always want to remind you guys, connect with Fred and Janet. It could be a good opportunity to get on their show to let people know what you're doing.
And Farah, your schedule, we still haven't had you yet.
Yeah, let's do it. Ideally, sometime in September would be great.
Okay.
All right.
And I am leaving shortly after I welcome my new guest. Grant is on the line, so I won't be here to welcome him. So I just want to let people know he will, and hopefully Grant, I know he talks a lot, so Farah, you're going to have to watch him, okay?
All right.
But I have put in the link an invitation Saturdays. I will share another one in the OFC group for the African Union 6th region. Don't have time to talk about it now, but they're ready now, Farah, for all the things OFC has to offer. And so on Saturdays, they do like a town hall. And anyone who has any, what should I say, interest in connecting with Africa, they're now mobilizing and they're setting up. They're duplicating the ministry or the organization in every country will be organized like the country itself. So we will have a prime minister, premiers, etc. All right. And Thursdays, if you're interested and have folks in the US, they're mobilizing in the US. So it's going to be a wonderful opportunity to get involved with the African Union right now.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
I see you as minister. I see you as premier for Quebec. That's my role for you in the African Union.
Nice. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I will. No, honestly, I'm very interested. I'm very curious to know a little bit more about them, about what they're doing. So you said it's this coming Saturday.
Yeah, the link in the chat. So
yeah. All right. So I'll definitely check it out, and remember to also share it in our WhatsApp group as well.
Okay, great. Thank you. Right. Have a great day. I have to leave.
Thanks. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being present. All right, guys. Oh, Fred, I had I'm always trying to give you guys tips and tricks and ideas. I don't know if you guys thought about this one already, but liquid green wipes. Have you thought about those?
Yeah, we thought about that years ago. Yes. We just haven't had the financial resources to pursue it.
Okay, well, good. That's why we're on with Jean today. Maybe Jean will hear the idea and he'll want to throw some funds into it. All right. Let's go. Next.
Thank you.
My pleasure. All right. As I go through and see people here on the screen. So we have our sister Carlene, who's here as a guest. So I just want to send her love. Thank you, Carlene, for being here and for always encouraging the group. Next, we have our sister Keisha. Also known, Queen, you're gonna have to forgive me for the mispronunciation. Kutangwa. Oh, Sister Kutangwa. Nemeo. Are you with us this morning? Are you here as a guest? Are you just listening? Did I miss anything in the chat? Some people you guys send me messages in the chat, but I can't see while okay, all right. So maybe you're here as a guest today, and we're glad to have you. So now let me open up to another guest that we have. So Grant is what I have here.
Yes, I think Mr. Grant is someone that Janet had invited.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's just listening or what.
I was looking forward to hearing him talking a lot, according to Janet. But it's okay. You are welcome to just be as a guest if you just want to listen, or if you're, yeah, okay, cool. Well, if you're so inclined and you want to chime in after, please feel free to do so. So let me give you guys some quick updates. We'll first introduce myself again and the OFC, and then give you guys whatever new updates we have going on within the community. Anyhow, okay, have an awesome day. So now we are hold on. Give me 1 second, because I want to pull up, I want to share my screen. I want to show you guys something at the same time. Okay, so we have last week, I'm trying to share my screen. Last week we had, okay, wait, first let me do this in order. We are a community resource. We are here to serve the needs of our community. We run a network of about 16,000 members now all over the globe. We serve individuals, businesses, as well as organizations. Our strength is really being a bridge to pull together the community. But when we pull together people within the community, it's everybody, it's people who share the same visions, the same passions, people who see a value in working together to build a solid future for our future generations. That's what makes the OFC different than other quote unquote networking groups or community organizations, is just that we take the time to vet the people that are within the network. When people come to us for different products and services, we refer them to you all in terms of business owners within the community. People are really excited to spend money within the community, so that stigma that people do not spend money within the community is not existent within the OFC, because we come together in order to empower each other. So I'm really excited about that. One focus that we are doing a little bit different, like I had mentioned earlier, is putting a lot more focus on the mental health and the well-being of our community. Our ultimate goal is to have you all generate more revenue, build financially, have solid economic foundations. But it is also important that we ensure that you have a mental foundation, a emotional foundation, a spiritual foundation, in order to be able to build. This is why we're taking extra time and creating a bunch of new programs in order to provide those services to you. You saw at the beginning, we played a little clip from Dr. Jones. She is a psychotherapist, and she is an affiliate and a partner of the OFC, who is partnered with us to launch the Healing Journey, which is a program that we're making available to members, where you'll be able to connect with her on a one-on-one to go through trauma recovery, trauma healing, forgiveness sessions, and different things like that, again, just to help to support you all. Last week, we had a brother join us. He's another affiliate of the OFC. His name is Brother William from the One Up Shop. I want to share the link again for those who did not get a chance to participate. Fred and Janet, we see your business on the One Up Shop already, so we're glad to have you guys up on there. It is an amazing platform. It's an amazing platform. It's a loyalty program, a platform that we have partnered with the OFC. It's free for everybody to participate. If you're an OFC member, even as guests, I'll give you guys a promo right now. When you sign up as an individual, punch in the promo code OFC101. OFC 101, and that will give you guys 3 months free on the platform, where the platform will give you guys $10 to spend every month on the platform. So that is amazing. So take advantage. And as business owners, as you are selling products to consumers, this is a place you want to list your business. You want to sell on here. Dr. Williams, if you haven't done it already, please make it a point to go on there. One Up Shop. Go to the bottom of the page where it says become a partner or affiliate. Let me check the actual wording. Become a partner. Go to the bottom of the page, become a partner, fill in the form, and voila, you will receive a meeting with the owner to be able to set up your business, to set up your product. I definitely want to get on there. We're going to be doing a lot of promotion for that platform. So I want to make sure OFC members, you guys are properly positioned to benefit from that exposure. And as individuals, I definitely want you all to benefit. a little tip is you guys can benefit from both. If you're a business owner and an individual, feel free to register 2 times, but you just have to put separate emails as an individual and as a business owner. All right. So though some of the quick little updates. Also, letting you guys know, I'll start planting the seeds now. I might have started mentioning it a couple of weeks ago, but the OFC, we are developing our advocacy arm. So that is the Earth Nation is the advocacy program of the OFC. Some of the things that we're going to be advocating for. One is ensuring that mental health is available to everybody within the community that needs it. We feel that it is something that should be subsidized by the government. The cost of mental health is usually one of the biggest barriers for people accessing it, and we think that's a travesty. So we are fighting on behalf of the community to get access to more funding to make mental health support available to everybody. We're also pushing for a better a more diverse material within the schools. Right now, we find that there's obviously a huge disparity when it comes to content that educates the children in terms of their history and their contribution. So we're asking that they refrain from teaching about slavery, and they go past that to speak more about what we've accomplished as people of African descent, especially within Canada, as well as touching a little bit more on emotional intelligence. We want them to start supporting our children, basically educating our children a little bit differently. So that's some of the things that we're advocating for. There's tons of, well, I don't say there's tons, there's like a handful of other things that we think is important as a community. Once we put out the petition, everyone will be able to see it. So that will be available on our website. But just know that we are here and we are fighting for you all. And we're going to have a little fundraiser with that as well, where we have little Earth Nation flags that we've created. We're selling them for $20, and it's helping us to finance the advocacy initiative as well as our mental health initiatives as well. So once those come out, I'm expecting everybody to support and at least purchase a flag that you could post, that you could stick up in your office, that you could, stick on your car, your house, whatever. All right, that's it for updates in terms of what's going on within the OFC. For more information, please check out ofccommunity.com or contact us at 514-651-4545. You can reach us by WhatsApp, by text, or just call us. All right. So now, with no further ado, I would like to cede the floor to our brother Jean from Marfil. They do financing within the community. I'm glad to have him here as a member of the OFC. It's been great connecting with him, and I'm excited to give you guys an opportunity to hear about his vision and where he's going with this. The floor is yours, my brother.
Okay. I think you can you hear me? Hello? Is it working? Not sure.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I was on mute. I was like, yep, I can hear you, but I was on mute. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, Grand Rising King.
Yeah. So my name is Jean Kouadio, living here in Montreal. Father of 3, 1 boy, 2 girls. Founder of Marfil Financial. So we are like a, let's say, an alternative financing company. So we are providing personal loans to people, mostly folks from the community, because usually, again, in my experience, is experience from everybody around us. With our melanated skin, when you're sitting in front of the bank tellers, ask for a loan or some, for personal purposes, because, we overall here have family here and family, abroad. So when you start talking about funding for something that you're going to do abroad, the discussion just stopped. So we just confronted to many of these type of issues. So again, as I mentioned to one of our interview we did with a lot of folks, I said, okay, maybe we need us to take care of our problems as well ourselves. So the goal of Marfil is kind of getting beyond what other, providing loan services provide and handle whatever need the community has. So we just need, financing for everything we do here. And from time to time, our family abroad needs help. So that's what we try to address. Again, we're just trying to use the tools that we have here. I know what you see in the banks or other financing institution, and we're just trying to add a layer on top of that, which is going to be a custom-made solution for our community. That's what we're trying to do.
I love that. And you just mentioned something, and guys, like, and this part of the session is very interactive, so please feel free to take yourselves off of mute if you have questions. We're here to have a conversation. Like I like to remind people all the time, it is who you know, but it's also important who knows you. So you definitely want to use the opportunity to connect with Brother Jean, get to know him, let him get to know who you are as well. In the event that you do need access to financing and you reach out to Jean, he'll remember who you are. Or if you know somebody who needs access to financing, you could always do a good referral as well. But Jean, so there's a couple of things that you mentioned just now, because it is really true. Like when it comes to getting support from North America to support back on the continent or within the Caribbean, it's a challenge. So now, I know you, one of the things we discussed is that you finance individuals. So if let's say, for example, because this is something I have a member dealing with right now. So we have a member who owns land in the Caribbean. She lives here and she needs some funds to complete just some small renovations of her property there. So as an individual, is she, although like her property is a rental property, so it's like it is somewhat of a business for her kind of thing, quote unquote. It's not, you know what I mean. It's a rental property, but she's not fully registered as a real estate developer or anything like that. But is that in that particular case, is that a loan? Like, is that something she could apply for funding for? And then if yes, what is the process?
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot, provide a loan for a solution, a specific solution that happened outside Canada. So we have a Canadian, institution. So we have to abide by the, legislation in terms of financing and etc. But the layer I was referring to is whatever your goal with the money that you're gonna get, it's up to you, right? So you don't have to, be worried about giving some kind of bullshit solution or reason for what you want the loan for, right? So again, we cannot. Again, everything is has to be based on the individual here in Canada. So the loan is custom for you, for your solution, for your situation here in Canada, right? So we will determine how far we can go and loan how much to you, right? The money we can loan to you, and then up to you to do whatever you want with the money. If you want to, again, you can say, okay, I have that project over there in my home country. In our team, we have folks from, elsewhere, so from Africa most of the time. So, we can, discuss. That's something we for sure heard about, or we're doing something similar in our country. So in terms of, guidance, etc., we may provide some guidance, and maybe you don't need that, but we're used to that type of, solution from our people, right? From people from us. So they need this type of loan to afford something outside Canada. So that's it. We cannot just, the loan that we provide, we won't be not fine-tuned for what you're gonna do over there. It's gonna be, mostly we'll be looking at your, your financial situation here in Canada and provide you the loan that best suits your need here.
Okay, I totally understand. Okay, and I have another question, but I'll let Sister Carleen go, and then Brother Fred, and then I'll ask another question. Sister Carleen, the floor is yours.
So, j'ai une question. Est-ce que donc, eux, ils offrent, ils nous guident si on a un problème, Puis c'est quoi l'intérêt qu'on paye si on prête de l'argent? Et puis c'est quoi le minimum et le maximum qu'on peut emprunter?
Oui, bonjour, merci pour la question. Donc, ce qu'on fait, on a plusieurs types de prêts. Donc, les prêts, bon, on a préféralement deux types, les prêts non garantis et les prêts garantis. Donc, les prêts non garantis, c'est les prêts pour lesquels, en fait, on fait une analyse sur votre situation et puis on décide d'un profil de crédit et on vous adresse une solution de prêt qui va dans ce sens-là. Sorry, excuse me. I got some noises over there. I can ask them to.
Yes. The little
Give me
people.
just 5 minutes. Yeah, that's the quietest place I have right now.
Yeah.
It's my room. Oui, donc je disais, c'est ça. Donc on va regarder quel type de solution va aller avec votre need. Donc soit un prêt personnel, soit un prêt garanti, soit un prêt non garanti. Le prêt non garanti, on fait une analyse documentaire de votre situation et ça va jusqu'à 10 000 $ et les taux d'intérêt sont à partir de 18%. Et pour les prêts garantis, donc les prêts garantis, c'est qu'on va regarder, par exemple, si vous avez comme on appelle, un home equity, donc si vous avez une maison, laquelle il y a un peu d'equity là-dessus. Et là, dans ce cas, les taux d'intérêt, c'est aux alentours de 11-12%. Et puis, ça va, les montants sont beaucoup plus élevés que ça.
Puis vous faites affaire avec Equifax, etc. pour faire des recherches sur les gens pour savoir c'est quoi leur capacité de crédit, là.
Oui,
S'ils
oui,
sont
oui.
solvables, la solvabilité.
C'est ça. En tant qu'institution, oui. On est, après, les institutions, il y a certaines institutions qui le font pas ou qui, et en tant que, on va dire, crédible, oui, ça fait partie d'un requirement. Comme on est licencié, donc effectivement, le but, en fait, c'est de pouvoir proposer un crédit qui est vraiment adapté à votre situation. Et donc, voilà, on sert, bien sûr, on sert les Québécois, mais en plus de ça, on sert encore la communauté. Donc, nous, ce qu'on veut faire, c'est vous proposer un crédit qu'on est sûr que vous allez, qui va aller avec votre situation. Donc,
Parce qu'il y a des gens qui n'ont pas de crédit, qui ne sont pas solvables.
Oui.
Est-ce qu'on peut juste traduire juste le bout comme je pense que c'est important.
Yeah.
So just the last part you were just saying, can you just translate it? The two different kind of loans that you offer. That was a great question, Sister Carlene.
Yeah, exactly. So, secure loan and unsecured loan. So, secure loan is maybe you're used to that. Is you have a home equity. So, for example, the banks or any banking institution, financial institution can loan you some, sometimes, 50,000, 70,000, 100,000 based on your home equity. So that's the secured loan part of what we're doing. And we also have an unsecured type of loan that we're providing to people. So in which case you don't have any collateral to provide. The collateral will be based on our analysis on your financial situation. So we are looking at your, your salary or your bank information, etc., and also your credit reports to kind of calculate your risk profile. And based on that, we offer you a loan based on those analysis. So different type of loan. So for the unsecured loan, maximum is 10,000 for the first, first request. And for the secured loan, minimal, it's 25,000.
Okay.
And that's it. I think that's all. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. So she had another question, which is, since we are looking at the Equifax credit report, we are looking for risk profile, so credit credibility, if I can say that. Yes or no? Yes, because again, as I mentioned, we have a license. We have a license to operate. So, with regard to the Office de la Protection du Consommateur, you have to make sure that the loan that you're providing is not a delinquent kind of loan, right? We don't put a lot of interest rates, and we have to make sure the people you offering the loan can pay back the loan, right, without any kind of burden in their situation. So again, if someone is looking, is living paycheck to paycheck, and maybe only has, I don't know, $50 left, maybe a loan on top of that might be a burden depending on the situation. So again, that's what we're looking for. We're trying to providing a solution. We don't want to add up any other burden to your situation, right? Again, since we are community based, we don't want to do that to our folks. So again, that's it. So in terms of credibility or loan to folks that has lower credit score, again, we also experience those type of issues when we arrived here in Canada for the first time. We didn't know how to use the credit card or credit stuff. Nobody explained us exactly how to use that. So me, myself, I had a lower credit score because of that. So again, it really depends on the situation of the person. Everyone has a history of those kinds. You may go through some, tough time, and in which case you did have, a lower credit based on some situation that happened. So on top of looking at the documentation, we also spend a lot of time talking to people, to know their history, to know, what happened to them, etc., etc. So
it's really not, it's definitely, there's a deeper layer, like it's not like a conventional cold bank or financing where it's just like, no, cold, dry, done. Here, there's more of a relationship, more community. That's awesome. But Brother Fred has a question as well, and then I have two more questions for you too. Brother Fred?
Thanks for the opportunity. Well, you basically partially answered the question that I would have liked to pose. It has to do with credit score, because the reason most Black people don't get a loan is because the credit score is not up to par what the banks want to. So I'm wondering if you have a range, say from, I don't know, whether it has to be 700, 600 or whatever in order to qualify.
Yeah, no, those 700, 800 folks, maybe they don't need a loan, or they don't need us. Maybe they have banks for that.
Right.
We are an alternative, lender. So for sure, we're gonna deal mostly of the time with folks that doesn't have another solution outside the bank, right? Or maybe the bank doesn't provide a good solution for them. So again, as you mentioned, on top of that, there's I don't say mismatch in the market, in the way the banks address our need, or the banks view us. Maybe because we're not the majority of the folks. So the banks, the model are based on the typical Canadian folks that lives here, has their parents here, grandparents here, etc., etc. So that's the norm, and we will appear as an outsider. So in terms of credit risk, yes, for sure. When someone just arrived here in Canada with his family, he has nothing, the banks won't be able to do anything, and the banks are not a risk taker. We are kind of that, a risk taker for sure. We we offer loans. We also base our analysis based on the documentation that's available. But on top of that, as I mentioned, we also take risk because we are listening to your story. We also are in the same community, so we know that in our community, when folks comes here, they go through hurdles. They go through a process to get the paper straight in order to get here in Canada. There are folks that they're not regular people that come here. There are folks with a good situation that want to come here to give another purpose for their kids or for themselves. So they are as I mentioned, they are warriors, right? And it's you have to wait maybe for the banks for the next 3 or 4 years to know that, oh, that person actually is a warrior. But for us, we are able to catch up that really quickly and provide a solution, right? So that's what we're trying to do. Is a mismatch. We recognize the mismatch between the way the banks, characterize us regularly when we just arrived here, and we recognize that, and we are able to, use that in our advantage and propose a solution for those type of folks. Yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, again, we all know that. We all know that the banks, don't do that well. It's kind of changing because again, there are more and more folks coming here in Canada. So at some point, they asked to change the software and kind of see, okay, maybe we need to do something better in those terms. But as soon as we're gonna be the minority, that's unfortunately that's gonna happen.
And thank you, and thank you for answering the question. I think we have 6 minutes left, so I have 3 quick questions for you. So one, in terms of supporting you all as a company that's financing, one, I'm curious to know how we could help as a community. Like if there's anything that we could do to support you all with your business and as you're growing. So that, I guess that's the first question. So how can we support?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't have any answer.
Yeah,
actually.
you see that you guys are in the giving business, so you never.
Yeah, but again, I mean, joining the community is just a great support for us. Just only that, because again, it's just the awareness. Again, as I mentioned to you before, it was like we need to know that different solutions may be what we're doing, and other solutions that may exist. Those solutions exist, right, for our people, let's say. So we have we're a small firm, very small firm. We're trying to do our best to grow up. And for sure, we need the support of the community, because our main client is folks from the community, right? So we just need to let you know that we exist. And, in case you feel the need to talk about your credit, we provide a lot of solutions about credit, how to manage your credit, etc. On top of giving loans. So we just need to know that those solutions exist, and that's what we expect from the community.
So what I heard is how we can help is by creating awareness, letting other people know. So if, as we now here, if we're speaking to somebody, a friend, family, somebody mentions any kind of financial challenges, now we all know that we have a contact that we could refer them to. So that is awesome. Also, I know this is something we had discussed for those who are into investing. It's and you didn't talk too much on it, but if somebody does have, let's say, capital that's just kind of sitting around, so to speak, and not doing much, just sitting in the bank, we do have an option where we could finance, we could invest with you. Like we could provide funding to Marfil, and you guys could use that to also relend and then issue a return on investment. Is that?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's the maybe the second piece of it. You have, for sure, when you are melanated kind of businesses, and in this case, you're providing financial solution. So it's really difficult to get access to capitals to finance. So again, because you are kind of a niche company. So again, if you are someone who understands these needs and you want to maybe invest, so we exist as well. We have a different proposal for investors. Just let you know that we are really kind of driven into what we're doing, meaning we are providing loan solution for folks we feel hasn't been handled correctly by the financial system. So that's our goal. And when you invest with us, you're gonna, on top of gaining attractive, I would say, what's the term?
Return on investment.
Return on investment, yes. Yeah. Aside from that, you are kind of serving a purpose, right? because we all know that is something we need. We need our own banks, we need our own institution, and not just banks like you say, okay, it's a bank, regular bank in the streets, and they are doing more and more for Black people or for melanated people. It's not just that. We need our own institution, which is owned by us, regulated by us, etc. On top of whatever exists in the street, right? Because we need alternatives. So that's what we're trying to do. So if you are kind of you agree with that purposes, you can reach out to us and we'll see what we can do together.
Amazing. So with the last minute, if you can you please share your contact information for those who are watching online and who might want to connect with you after?
Yeah, exactly. So my personal contact is J Kouadio. So J Kouadio. So JKOUADIO at Marfil Financial. So Marfil, it's MARFIL financial.com. And yeah, or you can go to the website and www.marfilfinancial.com to get all the information about our company, what we do. You can also submit a request via the website, and as soon as we get the request, we're gonna get a call from us. Right.
Brother, this has been awesome, and it's been very informed. Like there's been a lot of information. So thank you. I still had a couple more questions. I'm going to connect with you offline because I want to know about consolidations, because that's something else that a member had mentioned to me, if they're able to come to consolidate and bring all their debt together, and also smaller mortgages. But those things we'll talk about when we talk offline. But I strongly encourage anybody who, if you like Brother Jean just said, if you have questions, just reach out. There's no wrong question, so you could just reach out if you have more, if you want more information. Definitely connect, let him know that you heard about it from the OFC, because he'll treat you a little special because you come through the OFC. All right. Exactly. So with that, guys, I thank you all for participating this morning in another amazing community and businessy meeting. I do enjoy these times for us to be able to come together and to build. And again, I just ask that life just continue to bless each and every one of you all. Bless your businesses, that they be able to continue to grow, expand, support yourselves, your families, as well as your communities. Hotep, amen, and ashe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we're on tonight, 9 p.m. for those who want to jump in again. John, if you're able to make it tonight, cool. If not, we'll play the recording. So for those who weren't able to participate.
Yeah, we try for tonight.
All right, guys. Have a great day. See you later.
Day, folks. Have fun.
Bye.
I know.